Hello and welcome to Entrepreneur's Toolbox. Forgetting the name of the channel that I'm broadcasting on. My name is Jonathan Dunkerley, and today we are going to be talking about how to get more views on YouTube. There's a lot of different ways to get more views on YouTube. Views are actually what really defines a successful YouTube channel. So before we dive into my number one thing, the real thing that I'm going to really go into uh, for how to get views on YouTube, I just wanted to go over some of the things that I've done in order to get additional views on YouTube, and then we'll dive into like my number one thing that I do to get more views on YouTube. So again, if you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and as well as if you're not in our Discord server, I want to give you an invite. I'll just give you the email or the URL right there. It's dunkmedia.com. Dunk Media is our hub, our Discord hub, and that is where every single YouTube channel that I have, every bit of content, that is the central hub. If you want to have contact with me, if you want to have chat with me or have any questions, that's the place to go do it. You'd also drop them in the comments of this video if you'd like to, but the place that I know that I'll be most likely to see your comments, see your messages, is if you just leave them in the general chats in Discord, and then I'll be able to reply to you and actually figure out the best way to do it, or shoot an email at the one that's in the description of this video, in the About Me page on the channel. So yeah, just go over there to dunkmedia.com and we'll hang out and chat in the Discord. But one of the things that I think that it is the biggest vanity metric on YouTube, and this is a frustrating thing for me when I'm trying to help people to create content for YouTube, is that they think that they need to have a bunch of subscribers. You could look at this channel, for instance. You think, oh, how does this channel make money? Because that's my thing. I want to help you make money with video. I don't care if you have a bunch of vanity metrics that don't really matter, like subscribers. Subscribers are one of the biggest vanity metric that I could really imagine. It does not matter if you have 1 million subscribers if you're not getting views. Hence the topic of today's video. You need to have views if you want to actually get any kind of engagement or reaction. If people could be subscribed to your channel and you could be getting 0 views. So if they're subscribed and they're just not watching, or you can go and buy subscribers, and those people that you just bought their subscription, they're still giving you 0 views because that's all that they are. They're not actually subscribers. They're not actually fans. They're just subscribed to your channel. They could even just be bots. So that's why I want to emphasize that subscribers are not the key metric to think about. Yes, do subscribers matter if they're real? If they're real and they're actually engaged. But a subscriber that is watching your videos, watching your content, engaging in your content, commenting on your content, those are the ones. And if they're not watching your videos, if you're not getting the views and the watch time, then you're not going to be able to get somebody to hit that subscribe button organically, authentically, things like that. So let me just go into that. So let me just show you an example of the most obvious thing that people do. Let me just bring up a screen. So this is what most people think. Oh, I'm going to get a whole bunch of views. You think of this guy. You think of this guy, like you got Mr. Beast, one of the biggest YouTube creators on YouTube. But you could actually look at Mr. Beast's content and really dive into what he does, because it's not so much about the video and what he does in his videos that get people to click on it. Yes, you think, oh, everybody knows who Mr. Beast is. That's the reason why they watch his videos. Everybody knows who Mr. Beast is. That is not true. There are nearly 8 billion people on this planet, and I can guarantee there are so many people that I just walk to by day for day, and I say, do you know who Mr. Beast is? And they shrug their shoulders. They have no idea. So to answer your question that you didn't even ask, no, not everybody knows who Mr. Beast is. So not everybody says, oh, people just watch his videos because he's Mr. Beast, because not everybody knows who he is. If everybody knew who he was, he would never get a new subscriber. New people are discovering his stuff and they're like, oh my gosh, this guy, he's creating this content. So he does get some views because of course, from his subscribers, he does. So you're like, how can we compare and look at what he's doing? And he's obviously getting views from his subscribers and people that know him. It's not all just from one thing. But what he does do is he really leans into these. So you can see there the thumbnails. His thumbnails all do one very important thing, super important thing, and that is they engage you and they pull you into his video. So, like for instance, you could go through his videos right here. Now, 100-person extreme hide and seek. Now, this thumbnail, I'm going to stretch it out maybe. Can I stretch it out? I don't know if I can. I can. I think I can. Yeah, I can. So this thumbnail right here, it just shows 100-person extreme hide and seek. Now, it's not even showing me the thumbnail. There you go. That I mean, in all honesty, I look at that, it looks like a prison, everybody in sweatshirts. That really doesn't straight up just tell me it's not there's no words on it. That's another thing. No words. It intrigues us. We go like, "Okay, this is pretty cool. Oh, these people are running from something." And I might not have read that title yet. I might not have read the title, but there's something about this that interests me. So I'm going to stop scrolling. So you take things like, a phone, and we're all scrolling through our videos. We're scrolling through our videos on our phone, and we're like on YouTube, just scrolling, and the next thing you know, oh, that thing, it catches my eye, and I stop. Then I look a little closer, and I go, "Oh, I'm gonna click on it." Then you click on that thumbnail. You click on the thumbnail that then you're able to go, "Okay, this thumbnail is interesting." Then you look at the title. Okay. Then you continue listening to it. So what were the steps? There was the steps. The very first thing that we needed to address, which most people, they just like brush it off. I see people that just do that with their thumbnails where they just maybe they'll make the same thumbnail over time and change the title, or they'll change the title and use the same photo over and over and over and over and over and over again, because they're like, just throw up this thumbnail. It's just a title card, isn't it? No, it's actually one of the most important parts of your entire video. Your entire video. It is one of the most important parts because this is the thing that stops the scroll. It's the thing that gets people to actually become interested in your content. So there we go. Okay. So yeah, so let me bring up another one just to show you an example of what I'm talking about. One second. So you're saying, how could this apply to me? Now you could make video thumbnails that are that poke the same heartstrings or engage the same curiosity that Mr. Beast does in his videos. Just because he has 104 million subscribers or whatever it is, I think it's 104 million. Go look at it right. Yep, 104 million. The other day it was 100, so he's gotten 4 million subscribers in the last thing. So he's growing, but he has momentum. Now we could look at his thumbnails and we could say, we're just going to apply a lot of the things that he does in his thumbnails. What can we do with our own topic? It's not going to be the same thing. We're not doing these crazy videos like Mr. Beast, or maybe we are. But maybe it's a video about, like, for instance, I make videos. I have several channels. I have this one, which is about helping you make money with video. So I can make a video where I'm just like curious about something. I'll show you some of my thumbnails that I've done in just a moment. And I also have another channel, which is a blockchain channel, which is focusing on crypto stuff and stuff like. But I keep that separate because it's two separate channels, two different audiences. But I engage people with those thumbnails, and I get good click-through rates, things like that, just because of those thumbnails. And so I don't think you're picking up on what I'm getting at, is that thumbnails are one, if not the most important thing, is in getting discovered on YouTube. There's a couple different algorithms in getting those views on YouTube, because if nobody clicks on your video, nobody's going to watch your video. And if nobody watches your video, you're not going to get any views. So it's pretty, pretty straightforward, pretty cut and dry, exactly how this system works, what you actually need in order to to get more views. You need to get people to watch your videos, and to get more people to watch your videos, you need to get people to actually click on your video. And if you get people to click on your video, then they're going to be more likely to watch it. So what do you need to do? Get more people to click on your video. You need to have better thumbnails, things that actually get people who want to click on your videos. So yeah, duh, get better thumbnails, get more people to click on your videos, get more views. It's pretty straightforward. So If you have more questions about this, feel free to jump into the Discord as well. We have a it's at dunkmedia.club, or you can just go to the link in the description. The Discord's community is just a community of people that we are growing and learning how to monetize and make money with video. I lean heavily into YouTube, but I love all sorts of video platforms, whether it is social media or not social media. So just come and hang out with us over in the Dunk Media community. And also, there is a membership area as well. There is free stuff. You can just jump in there, grab fee. We have a utility token called Dunk Coin. It's just, I'm Jonathan Dunkerley. So, why do I name it Dunk? I'm Dunk, So you end up gaining utility as well as coaching based off how many tokens you have versus us dealing with dollars. I like it better. It keeps us a more strong community that way. So if you wanted that, and if you are struggling or figuring out how to get the coin or get the token, just drop it in the drop it in the general chat, and somebody will help you. If not, I'll help you and make sure that you are able to get whatever amount you so desire. Our membership right now for our group coaching, which is the office hours time, is just 100 tokens, which right now it's pretty affordable. So I'd grab that while it's cheap if you want to have that utility. So back to it. We're talking about how to get more views on YouTube. And I think I gave away my number one tip, and that is to have a good thumbnail, something that stops the scroll and gets people to want to click on it. Now, let me show you a couple different things. We were talking about Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is a unique example of how to get more clicks on or more clicks on your videos, because he has these thumbnails. There's no words on his thumbnails. And let me just bring up his thumbnail one more time, just in case anybody hadn't seen it. There are no words on his thumbnails. Oh, let's bring it back up. There we go. No, I want to make it bigger. Bigger. There we go. That's nice and big. So, like I said, Mr. Beast's thumbnails, they, I mean, like, this is like the only words that he has. Didn't eat his countdown on his days, which he even got them in the wrong order. Silly guy. Um, and if you notice, he doesn't upload a lot of videos. If you really do look closely at his videos, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 1 month ago, he uploaded quite a few in the last month. One of them being a short, but he doesn't. He's not uploading a bunch of videos every single day. But his thumbnails make you want to click on. What's this guy got this island? And then you look at his thumbnail, and then you go down, and you're like, oh, this is, I gave 100 million, sorry, 100 millionth subscriber and islands. Wow, this guy gave an island. But before I read this, I need to see why this guy is like potentially in a helicopter looking at this island. You don't need to go quite as elaborate. Like if you look at this one, this is actually a better example of something that might be a little bit more appropriate for us. So 100 girls versus 100 boys for $500,000. So I have no idea what that's about. I have no idea. Even from the title, I have no idea what this video is about. But the thumbnail, look at that. That is even something that you could probably find some clip art of these. Some clip art of these people. I put the mouse over it. It's gonna preview the video. You could have some clip art of like, oh, I found a group of guys and girls. Cool. You could create that yourself, and even if you don't have them on the ground, he might have found this clip art or had it made. You can go to places like Fiverr and make a quick clip art. If you don't have that, just go and find something you could either have free or paid for stock footage or stock photos. Just throw that back there. That's a very obvious just picture of Mr. Beast or Jimmy, who is just in his face. That's pretty simple on his part. He says, yeah, that's all he's doing on his part for his photo. And then there's a clip art that tells the story and creates interest and intrigue based off of what he's doing. So absolutely, just figure out different things that are going to cause interest. Any other ones that I want to draw attention to that, like, the shark one, that's a great example of one. Like, he's probably definitely, he might be underwater. He actually kind of looks like this picture is taken underwater. But, you just add the shark. It causes intrigue. Whether you have any interest in the video or not, it's something that drew attention to it. And so let's move on from Mr. Beast, because he is a unique example. Let's stop sharing that screen. And let me just bring up another one. So let me just bring up this example I was looking at these examples of other videos. Just gonna share this screen again. Here we go. So this is just another YouTube example. So how about this video? Um, I don't know who's seen this corn video. So it's this remix that's going around about there's this video that somebody made interviewing this kid that's eating barbecued corn. It's it's a cute video. It's just him doing the video. So now there's another video going around of a remix, sort of like they did this remix. They did the remix of Double Rainbow, something in that same sort of thing. Like this guy does this thing, and then the remix is, and the remix becomes more popular than the original video. Now, this video right here, now I probably would not have so much small text, but they got 1.3 million views. And I don't know if I could bring it up. Let me check the subscriber count real quick. It's could probably autoplay something. Some sound in the background. Oh, there we go. So point that I was going to try and make right here is that views do not necessarily matter. So this person, they have 3,000, about 3,260 subscribers on their channel. So 3.626 subscribers, K subscribers. And let's even look at how many videos. They don't have a lot of videos, but what they did, they have a couple of videos, and they all look like they're content that is repurposed from other people's content or remixed. So it's not, there's a whole other conversation about what you're allowed to use in copyright and what you're allowed to have the rights to do. That's a completely different conversation. But but if you look at these, they have not done a lot. So some of their videos, these thumbnails, they're okay. But what happened with this one is it showed a before and after. I actually would probably even want a little bit cut and dry, but it's a popular topic. They had a thumbnail that showed a before and after, and it got 1.3 million views off of a channel that has two. Now, what they didn't do is they didn't give any clear way that somebody would be able to have a call to action. So what, you want to encourage people to subscribe and, make sure that they turn the bell on so they watch future videos. If you have any of those outliers, but they had a video that did pop off 1.3 million subscribers, which probably did get them views, which probably did get them some subscribers, but it didn't necessarily get them everything. So let me just go, let me see what's the next one. Oh, some funny videos, even stuff like this. I bet that this is a popular culture is another example of thumbnails. So we got Ferris Bueller right there, right? Oh, but then we have a clip from stuff from Stranger Things, which is another popular thing. So you have the before, the after. This one right here. So let's see how many. I don't know how many subscribers are on their channel. Let me check this one right here. Probably a bad example. It's probably a bunch of subscribers. Yeah, that's a bad example. Guys, what? That's a bad example. 5.59. They did do what was they were able to utilize their high view count and send it over. So bad example. Let's go to another one. All right. Cool. So I think that you get the idea. So like even like this is a good one. Look, this is a great example of interest. I mean, don't overthink it, but still make sure that it's in. There we go. I mean, come on, look at that. That causes interest, intrigue. And there's no reason why you wouldn't be able to look at it like, oh wow, what the heck is going on? And I want to click on that right now, and see what's going on. Let's see another one. Oop, I clicked something. Click that. So I'm going to move on to one other thing. So I think you get the point. You need to have something that's intrigue. Even this one's pretty good. It doesn't have as many views, but you see how intrigue, this corn kid, what's going on with this? It's something that causes curiosity. And even if somebody has never heard about this corn kid example, then you could actually just get the curiosity, click on it, and then potentially they move on from there. So I am going to go over to Canva, which is right here. Canva. So Canva is a great place to make thumbnails once you have a little bit of inspiration. So, I mean, I'm just going to go and show you some of the other ones that I've already done in my membership area and everything like that. So, this is a simple thumbnail. I'm on the thumbnail. It causes intrigue. I have the money to cause curiosity. It has one word. Here's a thumbnail for actually this video. It's about getting more views on YouTube. I didn't have to say, I just said more views. That's it. It's the only words I said in the entire video. I said more views or in the entire thumbnail. It's the only words I said in the entire thumbnail, more views. And then I imply, hey, this is a video that I actually have that has well over 100,000 views. And, this is from a channel that only has, so this video is showing a video on a channel that has over 100,000 views. And that channel actually only has just shy of 3,000 subscribers. So there are definitely a lot more subscribers. Not everybody is going to subscribe that watches the video. But this is showing like, hey, would you like to go from your videos from going like down from last week, 9 views, to this video is getting over 100,000 views? That's something that would actually cause curiosity for me. And again, if the thumbnail doesn't work, you could always go back and tweak these thumbnails down the line, months down the line, and tweak them. Just keep in mind that sometimes YouTube the algorithm is not necessarily going to always kick in right away. Sometimes it's going to be a months and months. I've had videos take off months and months and months and months after they're published. So you really never know. But yeah, so we have a lot of these things. These are just elements that I used in other projects. But even these thumbnails. So this was one. This video is actually doing really well. That says free soul. And all that it is or free Solana. So there's a feature in the Phantom wallet, and I'm not talking, if you're not interested in crypto, I'm not trying to pitch crypto to you, but there is a feature in the Phantom wallet where people will send you NFTs and stuff like that to your wallet, and they just stack up there and they're garbage. They're just bad NFTs. So now you can go in there and basically burn them or get rid of them, and they'll even give you a little rebate. So you actually make money for getting rid of these spam or these junk things that are in your wallet. So I have free Solana. I didn't tell them that they had to go and create I didn't tell them that they had to go and burn NFTs. I said, you can come here and you can get free Solana. You want free Solana? Click on this video. I'm going to show you how to get free Solana. Now, they need to have the NFT in their wallet, or they could just do it to any NFT. They could do it to any of them. You don't want to burn one that's valuable, but that was the point. They can get it free. So I lured them into the video with a true promise. You can call it clickbaity, but it was something legitimate, something true. You click on this video, I am going to show you how you can get free Solana. If you click on this video. Now, if you click on, you can read the description, which is talking about get rid of spam NFTs and get free Solana. So people will see the thumbnail, click on it, or maybe see the thumbnail, then read the description or the title, and then click on it and then start watching it. And of course, the next step after that to get more views is to tell people, hey, have a quick jump into it. I know I'm focusing on thumbnails in today's video, focusing on thumbnails, but how many times have you gone to a YouTube video and a person is just yammering on about themselves for the first minute, maybe 2, even 30 seconds seems like a bit much to me. But they're yammering on, they're talking about, hey, this is something that I've done. Like, yeah, I did mention at several points, I mentioned, that I had calls to action in my video, even my live. I mean, this is a live, and I had calls to action for you to go to dunkmedia.club and go and join our Discord server, because that's where, we have all our conversations and we learn about how to monetize our video content and make money with video. So, and hey, that's another one right there. I just did a call to action in the middle of the video. It's fine to have those calls to action and do those things, or you could say, hey, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. You could have those calls to action throughout the video, but so many people, they hammer them all in at the very beginning. they put them in the very beginning. They make the beginning of their videos like, "Hey, my name is Jonathan, and this is what I do." And then you're just sitting there like, "Okay, this person's talking for another minute, and okay, they're still talking. They are still talking. Let me just this what's going on with this person that they're talking and talking and talking, and a minute passes, and they're like, and just make sure that you subscribe and make sure that you've done all this, and this, and you're probably getting bored with me talking about it right now. I imagine you are. I would not blame you. But yeah, so you just you get right into it. For instance, with these, I'll use the example on this the example that we're using right now. I'll bring it back up real quick. Um, so for this one, the free Solana example, I may even start the video just by talking about the topic of the videos. Like, do you want to know how to get free Solana from your NFTs? Something like that. Do you want to know how to get free Solana? Well, and today we're going to talk about how you could burn, well, so I see, I didn't even know how to talk right now. I fumble over my words all the time when I'm recording my videos. But it's like, hey, do you want to know how to get free Solana? In today's video, we're going to go over how you could burn unwanted NFTs and get free Solana with every single one, something like that. And that's the intro. You say you welcome them, and you tell them what the video is about. You may give them a little sprinkle, and then you just get right into it. And then if you have to have an intro, which I've leaned against having intros, and if it is intro, just done. Just get onto it and just go into the topic. And then throughout the video, you may just go, hey, welcome. And hey, if you haven't yet, subscribe. If you haven't yet, go join us at dunkmedia.com and come join our Discord server. Just drop those things throughout. Hey, if you haven't yet, make sure you give it a thumbs up, just casually throughout the video, not all at the beginning. Because if I'm not watching a video and there's these people that are just yammering on and on and on and on and on, then I've already clicked off personally. And it's great. It could be the best channel in the world, the best content in the world. But I did not click on it for you. I doubt any of you click on my videos going like, man, I just wonder what Jonathan is up to, what he's doing this week. I'm gonna click on his video because I want to know what Jonathan's up to. Nobody does that. They were like, oh man, Jonathan said he's gonna show me how to get more views on my YouTube videos. I want to click on his video. Or he said that he's gonna help me get free Solana. I'm gonna click off these. But yeah, you don't need to do all those things. So let me actually just show you one thing. Since we're talking about thumbnails, let's go back to this. I'm going to bring it up bigger. Yeah, there we go. So I tend to make my thumbnails with Canva. You could always, get people to do it on Fiverr. You could do it on these, but it really does come down to what we were talking about, getting thumbnails that are clickable. I try and minimize the words on my thumbnails, try and keep them to, the goal is 0. I want 0 if I can. But if I was to create a thumbnail, like I just wanted to show you a little bit about Canva. I use Canva Pro. The Canva has a free version, and let me tell you, their free version is pretty dope. There's a lot of cool features on their free version, much more than you'd expect from a free version. Once you get pro, there is a lot more elements that you could use. There's some features like if you ever want that outline, you to easily cut out the background. Which, by the way, if you have an iPhone, I don't know about Android, and you're doing and you're editing your videos from your mobile phone, or if you're creating your thumbnails on your mobile phone, you could actually see if I could. I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually show you. Okay, so let me see if I could show you. Okay, so see, there's it's not going to focus it here. So if I do that, let's see if it even does it. There, it did it. Okay, so there's this weird thing, and I could hit copy, and it's just going to copy me. And then if I wanted to, I could just go, or I could save and save it to your iCloud. And then you could say you're using Canva on your mobile, and you don't have Pro, and you just don't have the Pro feature. You can cut out the back with that, and then you just bring it into Canva. And if you don't have Pro, now you easily have removed. You just have to do it with your mobile phone. There's also things like remove.bg, which I'll bring that up real quick so you see. Talking about thumbnails, this is a really useful tool. It's free. There's a paid version, but You don't really need it. What you do is you would just upload a photo, it automatically removes it. If you want to download it in a higher resolution, then they do charge. But if you want to download it in a lower resolution, which is pretty much excuse me, fine for any thumbnail, then you could just right click and save. So don't tell them. I hope that they didn't hear me say that because I just told you how to get their video for free. But if you have an iOS device like an iPhone, then it is built into it now as of iOS 16. So that is a little loophole that you can do to remove the background of your image. Then you just bring it into Canva, and then you could just remove the background or add in the line directly in there. So if I was going to create a thumbnail, you could just click. Let me just zoom in so you guys can see a little easier. Hit create design, create a design, and then it will bring up something. See thumbnail banner, YouTube thumbnails. Just click YouTube thumbnail, and it's going to give you a template that is or a canvas that is the right aspect ratio for a thumbnail. So then you can go through these thumbnails. Now, do not just grab a thumbnail and change the text and throw in a new thing. These are pretty generic thumbnails. So I'd say use them as inspiration and to be like, say, I don't know. It could be something as simple as you could choose between like a versus one. Or you could be earn money. This is one that you wouldn't even need a picture for. I don't really like these types personally, but to each his own. To each his own. But let's see. The inspiration is real. Like this is a good example of one. Like I could take this. I'm not going to have a subscribe thing on my bump. And personally, I probably wouldn't have this text here either. But I could go bum, and I'm just do this real quick. How about this? If I was going to turn this into the same type of video that I did this, so I even had uploads. There we go. How about these? These are the last 2 views for these 2 things. Like boom. If I wanted to create a similar video thumbnail, to give the same message, by the way, I'm not saying to make it exactly like this. I would spend more time on it. And the arrow. Uh, let's see. How about we make this red because it's similar style as my channel, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. How about this? Bring forward. Again, still not the most amazing thumbnail. I'm doing it quickly. If I wanted to add in myself, how about there's a bunch of my animated ones. I'm just gonna grab any picture of myself. How about this one? Is it great? I look great. Look at me pointing. Then I'm going to flip it because I want to be pointing the other direction. Should have thought about that before I did that. And then I am going to remove the background, which is the step that I said you could do that with the phone. That was all it was. I just hit edit images, and the first default one is remove background. That's it. There we go. Okay. But then I can go back. If you are going to add, I forget if this is in Pro or not, but you could hit the glow button, then hit these little lines with the dots, and say I wanted to have like a white bezel. I can make white. Blur would go to 0. Transparency would go to 100. And I like a solid like 7. Go. You could adjust it to your liking. And again, I expect you to spend a little bit more time than I just did creating this thumbnail. Just figure out what works for you. It's going to be different depending on what style. But see how I just created something? I did not even say a single word. It's not necessarily the style that I go with my typical videos, but it sends the message. Now I could be with my rule of thumb, I'm gonna step away for 1 second. So if I step away from my computer and just go like and look at it, close my eyes, blink, open my eyes, if that intrigues me, if like I could look at it and go like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to, that will make me want to click on that video," then I'm more likely to actually do something and actually click on the video. Now that's something that I would actually go like, "Oh wow, look at this." This is the engaging part. This part doesn't even really matter. This part with my mug on it doesn't really even matter. That's not the main focus of this particular video. Uh, or this thumbnail or the point. I mean, you could make thumbnails. That's just to create a connection with you and your audience. But this, I mean, this would be something that would drive my attention. I'd be able to look at it and go like, oh, look at this. It's a thumbnail and sorry, hmm, um, I would be able to look at this and go like, oh, this thumbnail shows that I can get more views because I'm showing an example of bad views. By the way, it's not bad views. It's just a video that just came out. It hadn't engaged yet, but but it's saying like this is a video that's doing better, and it's because I've had thumbnails and I've done all the steps, mainly with the thumbnail, followed by actually giving them a description or a title they want to click on, and then actually making videos that people want to listen to, actually want to not click off right away. So this is a example of a really quick video that quick thumbnail, and it works. I might spend a little bit of time tweaking things here and there, but overall, this sends the message that I'm trying to get at. So I think that this really does explain exactly what I was trying to get at about getting more views from your videos instead of it being subscribers, because it really isn't about the view count or the subscriber count. In the end, it's about the views, and even more so than the views, the watch time, because without views, you're not going to get watch time, but you just need to make sure that you're getting that watch time, over and over again. So here, let me just go back to this. Um, there we go. So, yeah, so I think that that's basically what I was trying to get at today. So thanks again for coming and checking out today's live. If you are watching this as a live, just in the chat, just drop down that you're watching it live. If you're watching this a replay, just put like hashtag replay in the chat. I'd love to know if you're watching a replay, and let me know your biggest takeaway from this. And if you have any requests for other things for me to go over in these lives, just let me know in the comments, or jump over to the Discord community at dunkmedia.club, and then you could let me know over there exactly what you want. And just remember, we also have a membership area over there. There's a lot of free stuff over there, but we do have a membership area where we also which we get with our Dunk coin. And it's just you literally buy once and you have it forever. And yeah, that's a place where you're going to be able to get a lot of video on demand trainings and stuff like that, as well as live office hours once a week. So if that interests you, jump into the Dunk Media community at dunkmedia.club, and we're going to be able to have fun and learn how to make money with video together. On that note, I will see you next time. And if not, make sure that you are subscribed. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, and make sure you turn on that bell so you get notified every time that a new video goes live on this channel, whether live or whether it is uploaded. And I will see you in the next video.